Have you ever noticed that when we aim for the bare minimum, that's usually exactly where we stop? Today I'm going to challenge you to rethink the way you set your goals. In fitness, in recovery, and in life. We're going to talk about aiming higher, why science says it works, and why the bar you set in your mind might be the most important piece of equipment you ever used today on the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast.
Welcome to the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast
with Garrett Williamson.
Health, wellness, exercise, nutrition, and a whole lot more. Got questions? Call us and leave a message at 251-278-EDGE or message us at Personal Edge Fitness on Facebook and Instagram, at Team PE on Twitter, or personaledgefitness.com.
Welcome to the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast, where we challenge the belief that age defines ability. I'm Garrett Williamson, president of Personal Edge Fitness, and if you've been listening for a while, you might remember our episode called Returning to Thrive. Now, this isn't that. Returning to Thrive was about what happens after you faced a setback, how to push beyond simple recovery. What we're talking about today is different. This is about how you start. This is about how you set the target from the beginning. Because if you aim high, or your highest aim is the minimum is usually all you get. But if you set the bar higher, even higher than you think you can reach, amazing things can happen. Now, before we dive in, if you enjoy what you hear today, I'd love for you to like and share this podcast. And if you want to connect with us, you can call me at 251-278-EDGE. Message us on Facebook at Personal Edge Fitness or email me directly at garrett@personaledgefitness.com. We'd love hearing from you and helping you live your level of wellness. Not long ago, I've spoken about this group before. I've spoken about the business group that I'm in that's been very instrumental in helping me grow my business. And not only that, it's 14 people, fantastic friends. But not long ago in my Vistage group, we had a speaker who completely changed how I think about hiring. He told us when you advertise for employees, most job ads list the minimum requirements. Must be able, in our situation, must be able to handle 10 to 15 training sessions a day. That's safe. That's reasonable. But here's the problem. If you ask for the minimum, you'll get the minimum. So instead, we flipped it. We told people about our 25-year reputation as the top personal training facility in the Southeast. And then we asked, are you good enough to train 20 clients a day? Do you have the qualifications to be a part of this elite team? Right away, it attracted people who wanted to rise to that standard. And here's where it hit me. This same mindset happens with clients all the time. I just want my knee to feel better. I just want to make the high school team. My question back is, why stop there? Were you a runner before the injury? Did you enjoy it? What was your best time? Do you want to beat that? To the young athlete, who's the fastest on your team? What's their time? Why not go after that instead of just making the team? When we set minimum goals, they become ceilings. And in some cases, we don't even reach those ceilings. Quick reminder, if this is already making you think about your own goals, share this episode with a friend. Sometimes that's all it takes to inspire someone else to raise their own bar. Now, science backs this up. As always, I don't think I can do a podcast without showing you a study that backs up everything I say. And that comes from the ridiculous belief that most of us have about the fact that time passing on a calendar causes deterioration, even though there's no scientific proof whatsoever. So I always want to back mine up with studies. But science backs up what I'm saying. The Pygmalion effect tells us that people rise to the level of expectations placed on them. You're probably familiar with this. Teachers who expect more from students see better performance. Coaches who expect excellence get excellence. If you expect only the minimum, you usually get exactly that. Then there's something called the ceiling effect. Once you hit your goal, especially if it's a low one, motivation drops. You stop pushing. It's like doing a workout and stopping the second you feel mildly tired. You never reach that growth phase. And self-efficacy theory, developed by Albert Bandura, shows that believing you can achieve a challenging goal increases effort, resilience, and creative problem solving. Even if you fall short, you still get farther than if you never tried for more. When I was a pole vaulter, the crossbar was held by standards, the things on each side of the crossbar. And there's 3 different levels on that standard. Level 1 was the lowest, level 3 was the highest. If the bar was on the top rack, you literally looked up to it because it was the very, very top of the standard. It was not just a crossbar, it was basically a ceiling. But if you put it on the lowest rack, you were almost looking down at it. Same height, same jump, but mentally it felt completely different. And that difference showed in how I performed. Your life works the same way. The height you choose to look at determines how you prepare, how you attack the challenge, and how you feel about the outcome. So here's my question. What are you aiming for right now? Is it the minimum? What happens if you doubled it, tripled it? What happens if you aimed at something so high that even falling short would still put you way ahead of where you are now? The minimum should never be the finish line. It should be the warm-up lap. Set your bar high. Even if you don't clear it, you'll land far beyond the good enough you were shooting for before. If you want help setting and hitting those higher goals, we'd love to talk to you at Personal Edge Fitness. You can reach us at area code 251-278-EDGE. That's 251-278-3343. Message us through Facebook at Personal Edge Fitness, or email me at Garrett, Garrett, at personaledgefitness.com. Hit us up on X at Team PE if you so prefer. Remember, it's all at the start. You want to set yourself up for success, not setting yourself up for the bare minimum and possible failure. Raising your expectations, well, it's just one more way we help you reach your level of wellness. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope to see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast with Garrett Williamson. Subscribe now and be a part of the show by calling 251-278-EDGE or message us on Facebook and Instagram at Personal Edge Fitness or at Team PE on Twitter, and visit us at personaledgefitness.com.